Bjorn Skiffs. Skiffs?
Yes, Skiffs. No, Skiffs.
Skiffs. Bjorn Skiffs.
Yes, that's right.
From, of course, Chess, and with me, the composers, the main movers, the lyricists, the writers of the show, which I'm sure is going to be a great success with your credentials. Anyway, that's Bjorn and Benny and Tim. You all know them, you all love them. Thank you all for joining us. Not easy to interview three people, you know. How about chess? What's the Swedish for chess?
Can you say it? Schack.
Schack.
Schack. Yes, good.
Schack.
Yes.
Like paddy whack in Irish, I suppose. It's a funny subject for a musical, though, isn't it, Tim?
Maybe, but people always say that about the things that I've been involved with, but...
Are you accusing me of predictability? No. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
What is an ordinary subject for a musical? What would you say would be, you know, the kind of subject that you would expect to be done?
Oh, something on cats, yes, or trains, or
yes.
roller skates,
yes.
Stuff like that.
Natural.
Yeah, ordinary
Jesus?
stuff. Yeah, Jesus, Evita Peron.
Oh, well, yes.
Normal, everyday occurrences.
I think it's a very, very good subject for a musical.
Of course you do. You wrote it. Whose idea was it in the first place, then?
It was Tim's idea. We met in end of '81, and he had that idea already then. And both Benny and I, we were really intrigued by it. Because it was so weird and strange and had such appeal to us.
Benny, were you casting around for a new role or for a new musical opening?
For us, we've never done a musical before, so this was the first chance for us to really get our teeth into it. We've been talking about it for many years, Bjorn and I, while we were working with ABBA. And when Tim came in...
You had the first idea. Did you put it to Bjorn and Benny, or was it the other way around?
Well, I had about 5 or 6 ideas for shows that I might do one day. Still have, yes. And on the list was chess. And when I heard the boys were keen to write something, I was enormously enthused because I was a great fan of theirs. Still am, I hasten to add.
Even after all these years of working together?
Yes, it's strange, but it's true.
And I took 4 or 5 ideas to them, and the one they chose was chess. I mean, it's quite possible that if they hadn't liked it, chess would never have happened. In fact, it's almost certain.
The accepted route, it appears to be now for a musical, is the album first, then a kind of live performance, and then you take it into the theatre. It worked for you, of course, with Jesus Christ.
Well, it's like an out-of-town run, in a way. You're testing the market. And I think these days, with the record business, one has to be quite brutally frank about this, is actually much more important than the theatre business in terms of the number of people you can reach. And I think if you ignore the record business and the vast audience that love records, you are perhaps going to be slightly out of touch with what's going on today.
And the money?
Well, I don't know. You see, you don't actually make as much money out of the record as you do out of the theatre if you have a hit show, because the costs of the record, particularly when you have to flog over to
back and forth
Stockholm.
Do they give you your expenses when you go across to see them in Sweden?
Well, this is in dispute. Our lawyers are talking about this.
Has there been any disputation
I did
going on?
41 trips to Stockholm.
When they don't want you to know what's going on, of course, presumably they go to a corner and talk Swedish.
Right. All the time.
That's right.
Are you learning any Swedish?
It's a great privilege we have.
I learned about 4 words there. They all speak English so beautifully in Sweden. I learned tack.
No, not like you did just now. Ulvaeus or whatever it was.
Bjorn Ulvaeus. Is that not
No,
right?
it should be something like this instead. That's a real Swedish accent.
Are you telling me my Swedish is wrong after all these years of Eurovision Song Contest, that I've got the Swedish wrong?
Yes, you have.
Blast.
I'm sorry.
I'll have to be like you, take the lessons. Tax som
No, tack som mycket.
Yeah.
That's right, isn't it, Benny?
Yes, perfect.
Roughly. I don't know what it means, but it's the right accent.
Now, when I've heard the music of chess, somebody said it to me, it wasn't an original thought, said, very like Gilbert and Sullivan, isn't it? Has anybody else said that to you?
Everybody, yes.
Oh, I thought it was an original idea. Predictable again, eh? Yeah. What do you say to that?
Is it really?
Well,
But it's just little bits of it, are you?
I think the first song
The beginning
is a deliberate pastiche.
Yes.
The rest of it, I don't think that song you just heard was that like Gilbert.
No, of course not. But don't use words like pastiche around here, because that was a Bond pastiche I gave you in the beginning when I couldn't get my shirt off.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. Thank you for telling me.
Good, well, I thought I'd better explain it to somebody. Who's in chess, anyway? Who have you got in it?
Well, on the record, of course, we have Elaine Page, Murray Head, and Tommy Shorbey.
I always thought it was Köreberg.
Oh, it's Sjöberg.
Köreberg.
Yes. And there is every possibility that people on the record will perform on stage, but nothing's certain, although Elaine is definitely going to play the female lead, but nothing else is absolutely yet.
We're very, very happy about the director. It's decided he wants to do it, Michael Bennett.
He did chorus line, didn't he?
Yes, and Dreamgirls.
Good.
Wonderful man.
When are you going to fling it open to the great British public, then?
Well, as soon as possible, which means I think we'll start rehearsals the beginning of January. We've got 6 months to rewrite.
Yeah.
We have to add some bits.
Tim has to rewrite a lot.
Yes, he has. Yes. Do you find that was the weakest part of the whole lot, the lyrics?
Well, oh, yes.
Yeah. Did you have to give him a lot of hand with the lyrics, Bjorn?
Well, I wrote dummies, who are not quite dummies always.
Yes, Bjorn used to give me lyrics which were meant to be nonsense lyrics, but they always had wonderful lines in them which I was able to nick and save me many hours of pain. In fact, I've been congratulated so many times on my genius in writing One Night in Bangkok Makes a Hard Man Humble. I've been told by so many people this is a complete summary of your brilliance, and he wrote it.
Now I can be told. Well, we wish you luck when it does open, which you hope in February.
Yes.
February
March
of next
something, yes.
I'm sure it'll be a great success. I hope so. Anyway. Thank you.
Thank you.